Good. Sit. Yes, good. Very good. Hi, so I'm with Rufus today, and we are doing this video to demonstrate to you the best way to practice with him when he comes home so that he remembers the stuff he has learned properly and so that you also improve upon your skills and your confidence and your ability to communicate effectively with him. So I'm going to start right from the basics. But everything that I'm going to talk about and describe is going to sum up to a routine that is going to be short and simple for you to do, something you can complete in less than 10 minutes. So you'll practice this at least twice a week with him for at least the next 6 weeks. And then you will see that the relationship would have built to a different level of him seeing you as a guide, seeing you as a leader, and actually listening to you and obeying you. So, Rufus, are you ready? Rufus says yes. So he's offering behavior. So that is his response for me, which is say, yes, I'm ready. Good. Free? Yes. Good boy. Very good. So we're going to begin from the equipment that you need every time you're having these sessions with him. These sessions have to be intentional, right? So this is not your random, okay, so I see Rufus and I just want to start communicating with him. No, you want to build your own confidence in your communication with him and his response to that communication first. So that's what the next 6 weeks are going to be for. Since he spent 6 weeks over here building and nurturing that kind of relationship with me, now he has the tools of engagement that you can use to enable the same relationship over the next 6 weeks with him. And I want you to take that very seriously so that you yourself, you see the difference towards the latter part of those 6 weeks. And by then, you can easily use your own discretion to give less treats, and all of those things. And then to know how to get him to do things, even when you don't have the treat on you right there and all that. So I'll talk about some of the things that help facilitate that in this video. You always want to start with a leash and a bunch of treats. So of course he has to have his collar so that you can hook a leash to it. And for his treats, my personal favorite is always chicken sausage, chopped up chicken sausage. So I like those because they are soft, easy for the dog to chew and swallow without choking or anything. So whenever we start a session, I put him on the leash and then I just give him a treat, just to let him know, hey, it's that fun time that we're about to have, because these sessions are supposed to be fun. Even though sometimes they are challenging, we try to maintain a fun atmosphere so that in spite of the difficulties and everything, he's still looking forward to the excitement at the end of his achievements. So always be in a good mood and in good spirits. Even if you had a bad day, try to snap out of it. Otherwise, just don't engage him until you feel better. So now that I have gotten his attention, I'm going to pop this. Rufus, come, let's go. And I just demonstrate to you quickly the right technique to walking Rufus, okay? So whenever I'm walking him, I want him on one side. So when I want to nudge him, I pop the collar like that. The popping is just like, yo, hurry up, let's go. Hurry up, let's go. But I hardly pull. So it's supposed to be loose like this. Let's go when we are walking. No pulling. Let's go. And now I'm able to hold it at the complete end and he still stays on the left side, right? But I would always advise maybe shorten it just a bit so that in case he forgets and he starts crossing to the other side, this can help you guide him and keep him here. Now, when I'm walking with him, you notice that I pop the collar to either get him to hurry up or if he's looking away, I pop the collar to get his attention back. And I want to describe what that gesture looks like. A pop is like that. Pop. It's literally like the sound. Pop. It's not a pop. Nah, it's supposed to be a very fast jerk, okay? And it goes from tight back to loose. So already your hand is here, the leash is loose. So as soon as you pop it like that, it comes back to being loose immediately. So if I'm moving and I don't talk and I pop like that, what happens? He starts to move. I don't pull him. I just pop and it's like it snaps him out of whatever he was focusing on. And he realizes, hey, he's moving, let me catch up. And then he does that. So that language is super important. All right, Rufus, sit. Yes, good boy. That language is super important, right? Because apart from verbal commands with the dog needs to understand that language of the leash. If you don't teach him that language and you're outside and then there are some other dogs and he gets riled up and now you're trying to get him to sit right next to you, you'll be struggling. You'll do a lot and you wouldn't achieve anything. So him getting used to giving you his attention whenever you pop the collar will help him snap out of those kinds of engagements, right? And then getting him to sit over here is also going to, let's go. It's also going to be easier when you can use the leash and collar. So what I just did just now is what is called applying leash pressure. So let's walk a bit. Good boy. If you notice, when we are starting our walks, I just pop. I'm not talking. I'm intentionally showing you how to practice the language of the leash so that you can practice that separately. Now, when we get here, I can just raise it, hold it up like this, and just wait on him. And as soon as he sits, I release it. Very important to practice this with him as well. As soon as he sits, I release it. Let's go. Good boy. And you notice how when we are setting off, I pop it as I start to walk. Let's go. And when I want him to catch up, I pop it. Good. When we turn around, if he's delaying, I pop. When he gets here, look, lift. As soon as he sits, I release. That is very important to practice. So that when you're in that situation I described earlier, if you are calling him Rufus, Rufus, and he's not responding, you just pop. When you get his attention, you lift it up like that. As soon as he sits, you release it. And that way, he will snap back to you. So when you don't practice that with a dog, what will happen is when you're in that situation, you'll be doing all the things that I just described, and you wouldn't be getting any feedback from the dog. It will still be engaged. So it is the practice that conditions the dog to respond like this whenever you do that. So take that seriously and practice it a little bit whenever you're doing your routines. The next thing that I always like to practice is the name recall. So with a name recall, I can take this off. The name recall is the only time I recommend that you take the leash off. But make sure that you are in a confined space so that he doesn't run off. He always has limits. He has the walls around him limiting his movement. So once you have this, now if he's distracted like that, is the best time to call him. Rufus, yes, very good. Very good. Good boy. So what just happened there is very significant. When I called him, as soon as he turned, I said yes. This exercise is the beginning of verbal commands, right? And the very first and most important verbal command that you need to understand is the word yes. That word replaces the tool called the clicker, which is the tool that actually trains dogs. So when you're not using a clicker and you're not saying your yeses, technically you're not training your dog. So you're just trying your luck with stuff, and it might take forever and your dog still wouldn't be grabbing the fundamentals. So we're going to repeat. I'm going to try to get him to focus elsewhere, or maybe I will move away from him. And then I'll deliberately be looking away. Suddenly, Rufus, yes, very good. So this time, he was already looking at me. So when I called his name, the moment I said yes is super important. And that was the moment that he got up. He made that initial move towards me. So if I mark after that moment, then the effectiveness of my marker has reduced. So I'm always going to try to mark right on time. If he's looking away, then the best moment to mark will be the moment he looks at me. So if he's looking away and I say his name, as soon as he turns, I have to say yes. And every time I say the marker, I stretch my hand out and show him the treat at the same time so that it serves as a motivation for him to come towards me. Rufus, yes. So you notice the guy was just looking and waiting. As soon as I said his name and he made the initial move, I marked yes. That is how you practice his name recall with him. So you can do that. You can do that, as I said, off leash. Now, when you're done practicing the name recall, you want to grab your leash again and you want to hook it to his collar. Then you want to start to use a technique called the lure, the art of luring. So, you know, you're usually using positive reinforcement to train your dog. So your dog is always getting rewards from you. It's always getting treats from you. So come. Yes, very good. Good boy. Sit. Yes. And then he gets a reward. Free. Yes. And then he gets a reward. And it's always from the hand. So the hand becomes a very powerful tool of engagement. So you can use your hand to your advantage so much, especially when you condition the dog to following your hand in a certain way. So I've conditioned him to easily follow my hand right to my middle. Come. Yes. so that he's right between my legs. And I do this by making sure my hand is in the middle of my leg. So when I call him, my hand is not on the side like this. I don't want him to be in an awkward position like that whenever he comes to me. I want him to get used to coming straight to me. So when I call him, my hand is in the center of my legs. When he gets here, notice my legs are open. My hand is right there in the center, and it's not too forward in front of me. It's closer to me. So when he gets here, come, then I take the treat away. Sit, yes, and I have him sitting right in front of me. And then he gets his reward. Uh-oh, dropped it. Leave it. Leave it as here. Yes, very good. Okay, and then when I want him on my side, free. Good. I can lure him the way I want him. Sit, yes. And then he gets his treat and he's right beside me. So usually, free. Yes, good. Usually what happens is when I want him on my side like that, I lure him behind me, my hand goes behind me, turn him in a U-turn, take a step forward and bring him to my side like that. Stop him right here so that he's perfectly on my side, and then raise the treat above his head. He sits, yes. I mark and then reward. Okay. So that's how the art of luring works. Free? Yes, very good. So now how you apply this also has to do with marking and all of those things. So marking at the right moments. Come. Yes. So when I say sit, yes. The moment he sits is the moment I mark for his sit. The moment his bum touches the floor. Even when I say free, yes. The moment he gets up, when I free him, is the moment I mark. Super, super important. So marking has to do with always using the word yes to confirm that he's done what you want him to do, or to mark that he's done what you want him to do, but also to use it at the exact moment that he does it. Free? Yes. So please be mindful of that as well. So now, if you notice when he's sitting, it follows with a certain gesture. So first there's the lure. He comes here, and then I say sit, yes, and then reward. Whenever I say sit, I take the treat away from him. And then when he sits, I mark yes, and then I take the treat back and I reward him. Now, why I do that is because first, I'm luring him, he's where I want him to be. Now, if I say yes and I give him the treat right here when I ask him to sit, then he's going to just get used to focusing on my hand, and if there's nothing in my hand, it will be difficult for me to get him to sit. So I always want to make sure that when he gets here, as I say sit, I take the treat away from him. Sit, yes. So he sits down, and because I take it to my face, he looks up at my face. And when he looks up, he sees me and hears me say yes, which is super important. So when he sees that, as soon as I say the yes, then he sees the treat travel all the way from here down to his mouth. So him getting to witness that gives him an opportunity for very, very greater understanding. So I'm going to do that quickly. Free. Come. Yes. Sit. Yes. And then it comes down. And it's a very simple gesture to do. So as simple as it is, try to use that gesture whenever you are asking him to sit. Try to lure him to the position you want him to be. Use the gesture, stand upright. So whenever I say sit, I stand upright with a gesture. When he sits, then I reward. So I always want to talk to him in this position, in a comfortable position. So I'll never say sit like this. I always say sit. And when he sits, yes. And then I reward. So when it's on the side, the gesture looks more like this. Free, yes. Turn him around. So it's just raise above his head, sit, yes. And then I reward. So when he's on the side, I don't take it to my face. I raise it above his head because if I take it to my face, it might motivate him to get up and come in front of me. So I try to prevent that just by raising it above his head. When he sits, I say yes, and then he gets the reward. Okay. So when I free him from the side, I usually just take a step forward to give space and say free whilst I show him the treat, and then reward. And then when it's from in front of me, sit, yes. When it's from in front of me, I will swing my hand to the side and say free, yes, and then reward. And always remember to mark at the right moment. So now that we've done those, the next thing is how to get him to do a sit from the lying down position. That is important because mostly what happens is when dogs are lying down, they are feeling very comfortable. So now that they are comfortable, when you're saying sit, they'll just be looking at your face like, I'm lying down. I was sitting and you said I should lie down. Now I'm lying down comfortable. You're saying sit. Like, really? So you might have to repeat yourself until the dog realizes that, nah, like you are really serious. But when you repeat yourself, it's a bad way to train your dog because your dog will always let you repeat yourself with every command. So rather than repeat, come, sit. If my dog were lying down, good, good. If my dog were lying down, okay, let me use the command. I didn't want to go to the command just yet. But if my dog were lying down, then when I'm going to say sit, I'll put the treat above the dog's head as I say it. Sit. Yes, very good. So that serves as a motivation for the dog to get up. So if I say sit, down, yes, very good. Now if I say sit, 1, 2, 3, and I do this, yes, sorry, yes, then I'm teaching him to get used to doing it whenever he hears the command sit. So I make sure he hears the sit loud and clear. Then I wait, give him the opportunity to do it. When he doesn't do it immediately, then I stretch the treat above his head without repeating myself. Then when he comes into the position, I mark yes, and then I reward. So that's the harder aspect of sit for dogs, always the sit from the down. So if you practice it this way, they are able to pick it up at a much faster rate. So come, yes, sit, yes. So at this point, when you're practicing, when he's sitting, first of all, you keep the treat away. You say, sorry, when he's down, yes, very good. When he's down, you keep the treat away. Then you say, sit, wait, show him, yes, and then reward. So if you do that 3 times, down. Yes, you notice even with a down, I would always wait. Sit, yes, very good. So you notice he's picking it up. So that's how you practice that. So every session, whenever it starts, he needs that motivation. But when he gets reminded, then he starts to pick it up himself. So you always practice that way. And we'll get to a point where, it becomes second nature to him. Free? Yes, very good. So I wanted to demonstrate that before we go to the down command. So now with the down command, the gesture is very simple. So come, yes, good boy. Whenever he comes, I take the treat away first. Stand comfortably, right? So if he's sitting like this, I just point down. Yes, very good. Very good. Free? Yes, very good. So whenever you're having your sessions with him, the first time you start something like the down, just like with the sit from the down, he always needs the motivation. But this particular time, hey, stop it. Man like Pierrot, make you no mind now, sir, Charlie. So this particular time, it was more of my fault why there was this delay. Because when I was trying to demonstrate the sit from the down, I was putting him in a down without rewarding him. So he went in a down like 3 times with no reward. It was the 4th time that I gave him a reward. So the motivation to go down diminished a little bit. So this time when I actually asked him to go down, he's like, you don't reward me when I go down. Why should I go down? But now that he's gone down, he's gotten his reward. It should be easier. Good boy. Down. Yes. Very good. Free. Yes. Very good. So the gesture, as you saw, is when I lower him, come. When he gets here, I come from up to down. Yes. And then reward. And whenever I point, I hold this gesture. So the finger stays pointed down and I wait. As soon as he goes down, I mark yes, and then I reward. So same thing when it's on the side. Free. Yes. Good. This way. So when it's on the side, I'll stand upright first, take the treat away after lowering him where I want him to be. And if he doesn't already lie down, I'll just say down. Yes. Very good. And then reward. And free. Yes. Good boy. Very good. So that's the gesture for the down. So when you practice to the point where you practice his sit, you practice his down, you practice his sit from the down, and of course you are lowering him face to face and side by side, which you should always try to do. Always try to make sure that whatever you practice face to face, you lower him to the side and practice side by side as well, okay? And even practice it on your left side, free. So with the left side, you hold the treat in your left hand, turn him around, sit, yes, reward on his sit. down, yes, reward on a down, and then also free. Free, yes, very good. So you want to practice like that. Whatever you practice in front of you, you want to practice on your sides as well. So now, when you are through with those, then we get to the part of actual obedience. Actual obedience is your dog's understanding that if I sit, it doesn't mean that after I get a reward, I can get up and go anywhere I want. It means I stay put like a good boy like this, right? And then there are levels to that. This is the first level where he's staying put with me here. But the second level is when I have to now leave him, right? Sit. Good. Very good. So if I walk away and he stays there, then he's actually obeying the command. So I can, yes, very good. Come back and reward him for that. Yes, very good. And if I tell him, good, very good, it means I'm just affirming that this is what I want you to do. Good, so continue. So if I walk away, it means he should stay. So whenever I walk away and I turn and he's still there, I'll mark, yes. And then I'll come to him and reward him for that. And I'll mark before I reward, yes, very good. And then I can free him. Free, yes, very good. And then, so that way I understand that, okay, like now he's actually obeying. So when I say sit, he knows I mean sit and just stay put, okay? So likewise, if it's a down, down, yes. So first of all, I will mark, down, yes. I'll mark, yes. But before I leave him, I'll always say good. And the good is like to affirm the behavior. Say, continue doing that. If I turn and he's still there, yes, I'll mark. And I'll come to him and reward him. Yes, I always mark before I reward. And if I'm leaving again, good. I'll tell him good, and I'll walk away. So if I walk away and I turn and he's not there, I'll demonstrate what you do. Yes. So I'll come back, yes, and then reward. And then now I can free him. Free, yes, good boy, very good. Okay, so you need to practice this with him. First of all, in a very simple, basic way like I just did, just moving a few steps away from him and then coming back to reward him. Then you can begin to advance it. Now, whenever your dog completes the program, this is the one exercise that you use to continue to build your dog up. It means that you will use this basic fundamental to make it more and more complicated for your dog so that your dog gets better and better at this in accordance with your lifestyle. What are the things that you do and you need your dog to wait whenever you are doing them? So you use this to practice those things with the dog. And what's going to happen is that every time you do it in a different way, he will make the mistake. He will break free because he'll be like, nah, I've never seen this before. Where is she going? And he'll get up and try to follow. And if you understand the fundamental of correcting that mistake, then problem solved. So you just correct. And because he's conditioned to understand that what you just did is a correction, so the next time he should stay, it will be very easy for him the next time. And then he will understand. And when he understands that scenario, the next time you elevate to a different scenario and more. And you have fun doing it. So I'm going to demonstrate the principle of correction first by making him make a mistake. So one of the things that we hardly do is me walking out of the door and shutting the door. I think we've done to the point where I can leave him and open the door and step out, but not to the point where I'll step out and shut the door and then leave him inside. So I'm going to use that to demonstrate how to correct when he gets up. So first of all, let me lower him this way. Sit. Yes. Good. So I say good, walk to the door. When I open, when he even hears a sound opening and he stays, it's commendable. But I've already rewarded him for no. So that is what you do. You say no immediately he gets up. You come, you take the leash, then you walk him, lower him again, the way you lowered him, back into the same position. This is what I did earlier on. So you repeat, sit, yes, good, no, yes, good, no, yes, no. So he moved. So I'm bringing him back. So now he's offering these behaviors because he didn't get the treat and he's wondering why. Yes, good. But I want him to understand, no, don't be trying stuff. Just listen and do what I said. Good. So when I open and he stays, then I'll mark yes and then come back to him. Sorry. And then reward. Sorry. Up. Leave it. Rufus, leave it. Come back. Come back. The guy's like, where's my treat? Yes, very good. Leave him and come back and reward, right? So that principle of correction, super important to understand. When he gets up, you always bring him back to the same position in the same manner, put him back at the same spot, mark, affirm, and then walk away again. So we're going to do it differently this time. Come. This time, sit. Yes. Yes. Good. No. Yes. Good. Very good. So we're going to do it differently this time. I'm going to come here, right? And I'm going to just sit on the floor. No. See how I said no quickly and sharp? Then I'm going to bring him back to the same spot. Look how I lure him back to the same direction. When he gets here, and I pick up the leash, do the gesture to get him back in a sit, and I mark yes. I say good, and then I repeat. I walk away. And then I'm going to do it again. No. So this is something he's never seen before. And then I bring him back. Yes. Good. I'm going to repeat again. No. No. So we're almost there. Bring him back. Yes. Good. No. Yes. Good. No. Now, what I'm doing right now is yes. Good. It's something that is going to be very difficult for him to resist. Because when you sit down like that, no, that is his moment to come. You know how dogs, when you sit on the ground and they come and they're all over you, right? So the guy's like, nah, man, I have to go back. It's good. I want to use this to show you how the correction progresses, right? Yes, good. No. Yes, good. No. This time, notice when I said no, he stopped right there. So he's back. Yes. I don't even need to touch him because he stayed there. Good. No. Came forward a little bit, so let me just move him back. Yes. Good. No. Yes. Good. Yes. So now he gets it. Yes. Good. Good. So I'm going to repeat to make sure he understands. Yes. And we'll do it a third time. Yes. Good. Yes. Nope. Yes. And notice when I was getting up and he said no, I stopped immediately. So when I stop, I'm looking at him. When he corrects himself, then I continue. So he understands that because he made a mistake, everything stopped. But when he corrected himself, then the song started to play again. Yes, very good. Yes, good. That was exhausting. Free. Yeah, very good. I don't know why I chose to sit on the floor and I have to keep sitting and getting up and sitting and getting up. But I think that was a perfect way to show the art of correcting whenever you are teaching your dog to maintain a stay. Because when you, as I said, when you have a dog and you sit on the floor, that's their moment. So the drive or the impulse to join you is super high with what I just did. But of course, you can use it in other ways. Yes, good. Now, when you're prolonging the distance and duration, you want to make sure he's comfortable. So to be honest, I prefer that we practice this when he's lying down. Down. Yes, good. So he's more comfortable. So now I can go into the kitchen to get some water. Good. And when I see him still there, yes, I mark, and then I come to him, and then I reward. So this one we have practiced, and he's used to it. So he knows I'm coming back. So, he stayed. Yes. So after drinking my water, if I'm taking the bottle back, I'll affirm the behavior. Good. Take the water back, open the fridge. And he can hear my footsteps, he can hear the fridge, he can hear my talking. So if I come back and he's still there, then he's done very well. Yes, very good boy. Because all of that pushes his drive to join me. Yes, good boy. Free. Yes, very good. So that's a perfect example of how you apply that to situations where, you can get your dog to be where you need your dog to be when you have to go and do something urgent and stuff. Now, going to pick water from the fridge doesn't take so much time. So there are things that you can practice where you prolong the duration to make it more interesting. So that if you prolong the duration and then he breaks free, let's say you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth, and for some reason you want to use that to get him to wait until you finish brushing your teeth. And whilst you're brushing, you turn and you see him behind you. That's your moment to say no and hold your toothbrush and toothpaste. Who sent you to go and brush? And come back, bring him to the same spot, put him down, tell him good, and go back and finish brushing. And when you come and he's still here, you reward, right? And then as much as it will be awkward for you to do those things, if you actually do them once, twice, 3 times, he will get it. And now you can go and brush and leave him every day and come back and meet him. So those are the interesting, exciting ways for you to continue to push it when he comes home. And basically, that is what his program covers. With every other thing about pottying and his separation anxiety, we'll have that conversation one-on-one when you come. And you can always call me for questions with regards to that. So on that note, we're done for the day. Good boy, Rufus. Well done, well done, well done.